All right. We finna get in here and get ready real quick. Let me knock this out. Waiting on the guests real quick. Uh, for my core vision analysis course. Let me make sure we all set on Facebook. What up, y'all? Mm, Facebook. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to make sure we set up on Facebook. Always being an old man, of course. Here we go. All right, and then YouTube. Okay. All right, that ain't live yet. Let me edit that. Edit. Oh, I should be good then. All right, we're just waiting on somebody real quick. That's it. We're gonna do a film session. I got somebody coming up for us to do a film session, and we're gonna make sure everything is intact. Let me make sure. Boom. All right, let's see. Waiting on somebody to go through. Let me go ahead and put it on YouTube. Copy the link. All right, he coming in. Hold on, give me just a second. All right, I'm gonna make sure he cool. All right, what's up? What's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Hold on, I can't hear you. Let me make sure
Yes, I can hear you.
I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me?
you. Hold on. All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. That's cool. I was just making sure everything. All right. I'm finna put it. I'm trying to
All right,
make sure
cool.
we actually go live on everything. So give me just a second,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna get started. My bad about the
Take
delay.
your time.
It was a little funny setting this thing up. It was going very very slow. When you
Mm-hmm.
when you logged in, was it hard for you like to get set up?
For this site,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't. It asked for my name, and after that, I had to like allow camera and microphone to be used, and after that, it had the prompt where it was like, I am using microphone. I mean, I am using headphones, or I'm not using headphones, and I just clicked I'm not using headphones, and then
Okay.
it said join, and then I had to wait for you to accept it.
Okay. All right. That was cool. All right. I'm
Yeah,
about to
pretty easy.
put us live on the YouTube. I'm gonna go public with it. I mean Facebook and everything. Okay. All right. Let me do this, and then we gonna be ready to go. All right. All right. We should be good now. All right.
Cool.
So the first thing, I kind of want to start off with a few questions before we kind of get started. Just to kind of, you tell me about yourself, kind of tell me why you need the help that you need. That's my number one thing. Just kind of figure out why. And I did clip up a lot of your clips. I think I clipped up a few on offense, a
Okay.
few on defense. So we probably will
That
have
sounds good.
a some time where we talk about it in between, just kind of giving you a heads up. But before we start, I kind of
Mhm.
want kind of introduce yourself. So go ahead and tell me more about yourself. Where you from? Where you play? What's your grade? All of that.
All right, so my name is Dwayne Snead Jr. The nickname DJ comes from me being a junior.
Right.
I go to the Pennington School in Pennington, New Jersey, which is located basically central New Jersey. It's near Hopewell Valley and near Princeton. I was born in Pennsylvania, Levittown, Pennsylvania. I moved to Bensalem, Pennsylvania around third grade. Was in the public school system from third to eighth grade. Then I decided to go to the Pennington School for my eighth grade, and I've been continuing my education in athletics at Pennington. I started taking basketball more seriously around, I would say, fifth into sixth grade. So I played like
Okay. So
travel,
you
like rec
played.
ball, and like
Okay.
yeah, like we were like locally. And then sixth grade, I was like me and my parents and like also some other coaches and like friends and family that we know. We were like they basically was like, hey, like you should have him like he's really good. He has talent. Let's see if we could build it up. So that's when I decided to go play for We Are One, and I was on the national We Are One team in sixth grade, and that kind of started my basketball like AAU presence. So I went from We Are One for sixth, seventh grade, and then I decided I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the New York Renaissance, and I played with the New York Rens all the way up until my freshman year. I did play
Right.
E15, and then after that, that's I went to Rens United because one of my coaches was like, "Hey, um, I want I want the best for you," and he was like basically saying, "This is my like going into my sophomore year." I was like, "All right," so I kind of ran the team. I averaged about 20 every game when I played with this. It was like a new team too. It was like Rens
What and
United New
what grade you
Jersey.
said this was?
This is going
You said
my
when you
sophomore year.
okay going into your sophomore year. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay.
And then speaking of my freshman year, for high school, made varsity as a freshman, ended up starting as a freshman towards, I would say, mid-season because one of our seniors ended up getting hurt. But then the coach was like, all right, like now you're starting. And I've been a starter ever since, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Um, we I I used to be number 15 my freshman year, and I was like, nah, I don't want 15 no more. I need a new look. So then that's when I
Okay.
adapted number 4 my sophomore year, and
Okay.
I'm still number 4. But sophomore year for high school, it went. Sophomore year for high school was good. We did kind of have a losing record, and then a
Okay.
couple kids left, and like we graduated some seniors, and then my junior year is like really when I feel like I started to take off. Like my junior year was like my statement year,
Okay.
and we won 3 I think yeah, we won 4 championships. It was two uh two holiday tournaments and one we had 2 holiday tournaments and then actually sorry, 3. 2 holiday tournaments and then our Mercer County area, like the entire like Mercer County area in New Jersey, we ended up
Hmm.
winning that championship. And
Okay.
placed third in Maple, which is our league, which like we have Blair, Hun, Hill, Mercersburg, Petty, Lawrenceville, and then us.
Okay.
And um we placed third last year, which was really good at the end. And then also for states. For states last year we had St. Benedict's, Hun, Peck
Okay.
School, Blair. So and we ended up finishing third again. It was us versus St. Benedict's. St. Benedict's, they killed us. But then after that,
All
it was
right.
Benedict's
I'm
versus Blair.
familiar with Saint Benedict's. Actually, I'm familiar with them just a
Yeah.
little bit, not too much. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead.
But
I was listening.
of course. And now senior year, um, I had appendicitis like the week that we started for was it that we started for high school this year, and then I got back probably about like our fourth, fifth game, and then coach was like basically like just trying to like get me in rotation, like trying to see how he could like fit me in a rotation. And then
Okay.
after that, I did have a burst where I had like a couple like really good games, and after that it'd be like, all right, like I'm not going to like I didn't play a lot some games and other games, but this year has been a challenge for our
Hmm.
team and also me individually. But I feel like because of the amount of success we had last year, we became from
Okay.
being the hunters to being more hunted. And I don't
Right.
think that like in that like shift and moment, it kind of like I guess it kind of like shook everyone. Even the coaching staff was like a little shook. It was like, hey, like how do we like fully like get into this? Like we did have a couple bumps throughout the year, of course, with like kids playing, some kids not playing, a little bit disagreement with
Mm-hmm.
coaches and stuff. And then now everyone's like, oh, like you guys trash, like yeah, like. But strength and schedule, we went from having a 19, actually having a 19-5 record to now having a 12-10 record. But we also playing higher level competition. Just like we went to,
Right.
my apologies, we went to
No, you got it.
Massachusetts. We played Cushing Academy,
Mm-hmm.
Northfield Mount Herman, and it's just like
Okay.
the competition that we're playing. It's just like it's gonna keep going and keep going up, and we were all ready for that. And so as for school, grades are good as well as always.
What is good is like what is good though? That like that's the question I kind of
Oh,
want you to go into. Like what is good
3.7.
as far. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great.
In my eyes, I think a good 3.7 is good for a student athlete. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I've taken AP courses. At the moment, I'm in AP Stats. I've taken computer engineering classes,
Okay.
AP Computer Science, AP Lang. I was in honors bio. I was in honors physics for a little bit too before switching out. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's a variety of courses at our school that I've been taking, and also I'm very deeply like connected in the community. So junior year, there's something called junior proctors, and that's where it's
Mm-hmm.
24 students, it's 12 girls and 12 guys, and basically the administration like picks those 24 people. Like you got the interview, you gotta like
Mm-hmm.
write, you gotta like basically like application, like put an application to be one. I was
Right.
um I was selected to be one of the 24 JPs, and basically it's like big buddy, little. It's like big bro, little bro to our middle school because my school is 6 to 12. So you would have
Mm-hmm.
like three sixth graders, two eighth graders, or three like
Okay.
whatever the number was. And basically, it's you and your partner had to be a female, like it had to be opposite genders. So and then it was
Okay.
you two, and basically you would be like big buddy, little buddy to them. You would do different activities. We played games with them. There was days where like we had like speakers come and we had to like uh do activities with them. Um, and also I do have a younger brother who also attends my school. He's
Okay.
been
How old is
attending
your
this
younger
year.
brother?
He's 14 now. He's a freshman now.
Oh, okay. 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 All right.
Yeah,
Does he play
it's
basketball too?
it's, it's weird. Yes, he does, but he likes lacrosse and soccer more than
Oh, okay.
basketball.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. No problem with that.
lacrosse is his sport.
Okay.
But yes,
Um.
it's
What?
weird. It's weird seeing him in the hallways a little bit though.
Yeah. I'm the youngest out of four, so I wish I had a brother to like that went to school with me. My brother, the
Mhm.
closest brother that graduated, I think he graduated as a when I was a freshman, he was a senior. So and he went to a different school.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
kind of like,
Ah.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to experience that. But I mean, so I would say cherish it because you're in the same situation. But
Mhm.
another question: how tall are you?
6 foot 6'1". I say
Six
six
foot
one.
six one. Okay,
Yes, I
okay,
say
all right. What about weight?
weight. At the moment, I'm around 160, but my goal before I got hurt and before the season was to be like 165 plus 170. But
Okay, okay. I mean, that's cool too. Um, what areas do you think you struggling in? Like, what do you think? And I'm gonna tell you what I think, but I want you to
mhm,
answer. Like, what do you think
my areas to improve on, you said.
that you think you struggling in? That you think is like crippling? Like, for example, do you have any offers right now to play basketball anywhere?
I don't have any D1 or D2 offers yet, but I do have D3 offers right now.
You say you don't have any D1 or D2, but you have D3.
Yeah, and like I know they don't give
Okay.
scholarship, but all the D3 coaches were like here, like
Yeah.
we're not supposed like we technically don't offer you, but you have an offer.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Cool. So, what? So what is your goal? Is your goal you want to be a Division 1 basketball player? Like, what do you
Yes,
want to
sir.
do with this? Okay. So that's something that you
My
want
goal
to
is to
do.
play Division 1. Yes.
Okay. All right. So when I ask you what areas are you struggling in, like, tell me like not what a coach would want to hear. Tell me what
Mm,
you think you need to improve on, because that's the only way you legitimately gonna get
right.
that we can get some understanding. Like I can send you a direction if you tell me what exactly you think you need, and then I can tell you what I think you need, and then you can go ask your coach and all these other people about what also do they think you need. So
All right.
go ahead.
I would say first thing, being a better point guard, as in like being a better point guard to where, yes, I'm scoring, but I'm also
Hmm.
providing like everything for the team. Like I'm controlling most of the points in it, like through assist and me scoring.
Okay.
Also I would feel like my it's not that my decision making is bad, but it's like in certain situations, like I'm passing up a shot when I shouldn't have, but then I'll go drive down and then I'll get to the paint
Hmm.
in my mind, oh yeah, I can't get that shot off. Let me pass it out. But then when you look back on, but then when I watch on film, it's like, yo, that was wide open shot. I would say like my decision making in that moment, and like
Okay.
yeah, that also I me personally, I feel athleticism too. Like although like I feel like yes I am athletic. I'm one of the most athletic on the team for my high school team, but there's just I don't know. I feel like there's like a little difference between me and some of the other players where it's like if I had that right now, I
Hmm.
feel like I'd be getting better and better and better. But
Okay.
and also I've been working on like the things that I feel that I've said like from the beginning of the year because I remember early in the season I got ripped and I was like, all right, I gotta get my handles better. So I've been working on that, and then it's like struggling. I feel like that's in my opinion. I feel like that's all. Like yeah, like the
Okay.
decision making as into like not shooting, being like passive and stuff, and being like
Hmm.
more aggressive, but being like a team player and yeah.
Okay. I kind of have a different point of view on that, but a lot of my
Mhm.
point of view is going to be based off of what I saw you from film. So
Okay.
I have the first game, right? I think I don't
Right.
remember the school. I have the first game. I kind of have the first half of it, and we're gonna come back and we're
Right.
gonna do a part two of it because I want you to,
Okay.
after I tell you something, I want you to go back and kind of look, and then we can kind of have a follow up. But we'll talk about that after. But
That
um,
sounds good.
I have a different point of view, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm gonna share
Right.
my screen, and we're
Mhm.
going to go over some film really quick. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so we are looking at this. All right, let me go to. Give me just a sec. Oh, here we go. All right, all right. So you can see this, right?
Yes.
All right. So this is your first play. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me turn this down. All right. So this is your first play on defense of this game. Okay. Now this is number one for me, right? Because you said you are 6 foot, maybe 6'1", right?
Right.
Tell me what do you think is wrong with this defense possession right here? It's a few things wrong, but what do you think is wrong? All right, I'm gonna rewind it because that's the end of it. Do you need me to play it again, or do you think you know what's wrong?
Can you play it again?
Okay,
Can you play it again? Because it did lag just a little tiny bit.
okay.
Um,
What do you think is wrong?
he's too comfortable.
Number one, that's a fact. That's where I was going with that. For sure, too comfortable.
Mhm.
Also, he is definitely too comfortable. But as a 6 foot guard, right, or 6'1"
Right.
guard on a good day, you can't afford to not be pushing up on the guard, making him uncomfortable. Like that's just not something that you can afford. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody that's 6'5" or 6'7" or you know, at a different height, maybe they could handle that. But you
Right.
not gonna be able to handle that. Okay. So then I'll watch you
Okay.
play. Okay. You go through. Now stop. I don't know what's your defensive technique you probably been taught, but look where you at and look where the ball's at. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so your head's turned to the ball, so you wrong right there, number one. Right? Also, if I go back, there's two things about this. Number one, he passes the ball and he cut through. There's a rule in basketball. Don't let the defender cut through your face.
Yeah, bump cutter.
Yeah, bump him. Okay. And I'm telling you these things because later on we'll see in the film, but it was up to a point where you were scoring the ball. I think you had 13 points in the first half. But up to that point, you had no steals. You didn't force any turnovers, and you had so many opportunities to do that. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make sense, make sure you follow. Make sure you let me know so I can kind of stop it because I can't really see you while I'm sharing my screen.
Right.
So make sure you follow me on that, okay? But
Yeah.
when I talk about that, this is part of the reason why you're not creating extra opportunities for yourself. Because when I'm watching you play, I think you're a good shooter. I really think that's like a skill set that you really have. You have a nice form, you have a nice motion, but you don't create enough opportunities for yourself to even get those chances or to get out in transitions to collect more points. Because I don't know what your focus is on defense. Now, right? So right now when this guy catches the ball, you are how many passes away? You are one pass away, okay? But you're in a perfect help position. But if you
Right.
was able to see man and ball, you would be able to see this back cutter coming through right here, even though your man is coming up too. So I see this is a little down screen. We're gonna talk about this later on, but you'll be able to see a little bit more and you'll be able to help out, right? You see how you're looking and the ball's
Yeah.
in the paint. Your man is not really a factor right now. You get what I'm saying? Like that's for a 6-foot guard, you should be able to help that and close out to the corner if he makes that pass. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it does.
So you should have been able to get that, but it went out of bounds. But I'm just showing you that's an opportunity for you to create something. You know what I mean? It's not all about defense. It's not. I mean, it's not all about offense. Sometimes when nothing is there, you can create those possessions for you. You know what I mean? Because let's say you do go to a Division One, and maybe you get out there for 2 or 3 minutes, right? And that's what you got. That's what your rotation is. You don't create nothing. You just out there in the motion. Well, you're probably gonna sit down, right? Because
Right.
I have a guy who's maybe the starter. Maybe he's 6'7", and he just needs a 3-minute break. Well, your 3 minutes and you didn't do nothing. Why am I rewarding you, putting you in the game? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's something that you could definitely do to create possessions. But I want you to remember that exact play, okay? And we're gonna come back to it, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you when it comes. Okay, so we go to the next play.
Cool.
Do you see it already?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go back? Okay, I'll go back. All right, what didn't you do?
I didn't bump him, and then also he just caught it like very like casual, like he was just sitting on the
Yeah,
wing and he just caught
yeah, you didn't bump him. And you caught it very casual, right? And since he catching the ball so comfortable, he gets to see with no pressure. So he gets to dissect whatever their reads are, in which it
it.
comes
Right.
out to be a wide open shot. Now, I'm not saying you can stop him from catching and shooting that right there, but I am telling you, you can have an effect on it if you put a little bit pressure on that guard and make him turn his body a little bit, make him play through you a little bit, disrupt him a little bit. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, so and then I think he ended up making it. And like I'm
He
saying,
made
it's
it.
not your fault. Yeah, it's not necessarily your fault why he made it, but I'm saying with the opportunity that you're getting and that you're given, you have to be able to take advantage of them. And you have to be able to make plays. It's like making plays. Okay. I don't like this one right here. I'll let it play through and then we'll go back and redo it. All right, he missed that shot, but I don't like this one.
I didn't get to see it. It started to get choppy.
It started to lag.
It's like
Okay, I'll show it.
yeah.
I'll show it again. All right, yeah, I'll show you. I'm gonna start it from right here. Can you see it?
Is the ball handler? Does he have the ball?
I just paused it.
Does he have it at the 3-point line now? Or of
Uh,
our 3-point line?
no,
Top
I
it like
paused it, but
okay.
oh yeah. Y'all's 3-point line. Yes, I paused it, so it's paused.
All right. It's good now.
All right. All right.
It's frozen right now.
Oh man, what is wrong with this? I just paused it. All right. What about right now? Can you see it?
Is he at half court now?
Yes. I keep pausing. If you see it pause, sometimes that's me.
All right. Yeah. So
All right.
he just passed half court. I'm at
Mm-hmm.
like close to volleyball line. He passed
Okay.
it to the yeah.
Okay. So you caught up. All right. Stop it right here. Okay. Why is your
Mhm.
back turned again? Why is your back turned again? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. How
from
should
what
I
I've seen, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I was
listening.
gonna say how should I position myself in this exact moment? Because I think this was supposed to be like a down screen or like he was cutting out or something like that. How
Yeah.
how should I position myself so I could see both, but also still be able to recover really quickly?
Okay. So number one, you see how you position right now, right? Your back's turned to the ball, and the cutter is really literally cutting across your face, right? You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you stand in front of him, right, and you chuck him like this, and you keep him in front of you, right? I
Hmm.
keep that defender in front of me. The low man is going to communicate with you what y'all going to do, switch or get over. From when I saw y'all play, y'all look like a switch team. But I think part of the reason why y'all switch team is because y'all are very out of position off the ball. Like very out of position off the ball. And I would say very lazy when it comes to getting the ball. So I think that's why y'all switch a lot. And it's just like
Hmm.
y'all not in great position when y'all even do switch. So it's like sometimes y'all switches leads to defensive errors when I'm watching it. So I would say get in front. I would say get in front of them and chuck them. Okay. Now your
Yeah.
back's turned. You can't see what the ball's doing, right?
Hmm.
You chuck him. If he throws this ball right here at the next level, that's a dart. That's a dime bucket. Your back's turned. You can't do nothing about it. You're probably gonna foul him. Okay. But at this high
Hmm.
school level, he may not hit that pass. All right. So then there's two things that happen. Not only are you not like watching the ball, but you're not watching your man at the same time because he's driving in the paint and you're gonna walk out of the paint, right? You're gonna walk out of the paint and basically give him a layup. Now he missed it, but we're not thinking about high school basketball, right? One of your goal is to do what?
Play
Play college
Division 1
basketball.
basketball. Right.
No help in the paint. You leave out of the paint, he scores that. Whose fault you think that is?
Mine, because I was in there and I left it. Yeah.
For what, too? You know what I mean? Like you left it for what? Up until this point, that the guy you were guarding, I don't think he even scored yet. Or I don't believe so. Maybe he hit the three. But was y'all scouting report stay with him at all times?
No, I don't think it was.
I mean, if it was, you probably would be knowing like, oh yeah, we're supposed to stay with him. But because even if there
It
was a
wasn't.
scout report, you didn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
like you once again, you could have took a charge right there. You could have done more things than just waiting on an opportunity. It's like you waiting on steals to come your way or waiting on something to come your way to make a play, and you're not actually making the plays. You know what I mean? Especially when they present
Right.
themselves. That's my number one thing for a 6'1" guard on a good day. You not giving it everything you have, and it's because of positioning. It's your positioning, number one. Number two, it's you diagnosing the game from a defensive standpoint, understanding what's going on, communicating, maybe talking it out. I don't know. Obviously we can't hear on the court, but it doesn't look like this is a well communicated team on defense. Maybe
No.
y'all do say switch, 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 switch. Not help, 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 backside, watch it, talking it out amongst teammates. I don't see that from y'all. So you leaving the paint, like me as a coach, I would absolutely hate that. Because everybody's not Steph Curry for me to be hugging at the 3-point line. Now, we're gonna go to offense, but I thought this was a nice take. Probably should have been an and one under control. But all right, so look right here.
Mm.
You got the ball, right? You guarding the ball, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's see what happens. What happened?
He ran me into my own player.
How?
My
You know what I
positioning was
mean?
off.
Like
Yeah.
your positioning was off. You backing up. He's comfortable again. You don't really have a strategy, you know. And I coach this a lot too. You're not playing defense with a strategy. Like you're not sending him one way or another. You just allowing him to do whatever he wants to do. I think, is he left-handed or is he right-handed? I can't remember.
He's right-handed.
Okay, he's right-handed. You send him to his strong side. Why? He's right-handed. He probably gets his strong side. Could be good. And then y'all running into each other is very, very crazy because number one, your teammate, he's too high. Like he's too high. He's too high up, and his man is not even cross half court yet. That's number one. Okay. So he could have been lower, a little bit lower, but this is just not acceptable at the next level. I mean, he missed that floater at the next level. That's converting. And it's like very visibly bad on defense for you. You know what I mean? Like that's a bad possession for a 6'1" guard on a good day. You know what I mean? And you're not scoring 40 for us to cover that up. Even if you are scoring 40 now at a Division I level, I don't know if, unless you special, I don't know if they're gonna cover that up, and you probably not gonna score 40 again at a Division I level a night. You know what I mean? So it's just not good enough for you to cover up. For us to cover that up, for you to allow that. That's number one. Your ball pressure just has to be better. You need to make guards way more uncomfortable. He missed it. Now there you go again. I'm okay with your head turning and you looking the way you're supposed to look. Now this right here. This one I didn't get, and I think it's because of your positioning. So let's go back just a little bit. All right. Boom. What happened on that?
It kind of like, can you go back really quick?
Yeah, I
Just
can
a
go back.
tad bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, I let it play all the way through. Did you see it?
It's paused now. I think it's after the bucket.
I'm gonna play it again.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep replaying it and I'm gonna stop it coming up. All right. Y'all switched. Okay. But like I talked to you earlier about y'all switching, you were out of position to even switch. You know what I mean? Just by not seeing man and ball at all times, not keeping your player that you guarding in front of you. Like, so when y'all do switch, you're not even in position to do anything to stop it. You know what I mean? Like you just came up off a hop step. That's number one. You came up hopping and he just split, turn the corner. And once again, not good enough to allow possessions like that. Once y'all switch, you got to know what you're doing off the when you get into a switch. Like, okay, as soon as we switch right here, all right, number one, it's a dribble handoff. Okay. So I don't know if you should be up on the big doing this dribble handoff, which I would probably try to make him uncomfortable a little bit, or y'all communicate that within your team. Like the guard, I mean, whoever this guy is right here, he was guarding him. Right. Y'all could have communicated that a lot better. A lot better. Whether it's switch it, go over, under, whatever. We could have communicated that a lot better because now you're in a bad position. And he's just split, and then he spins, and it's a bucket. And it's just like I didn't get that one. All right, so we go on to the next play. Let me know if you have questions too. If you have any questions, ask me so I can, stop it and, explain it to you.
Gotcha.
All right, so we go to the next play. What do you think you're doing wrong right now?
Backs to the ball and my head's already turned.
You have no idea what's going on the other side of the ball. You have no idea where you can help from, and y'all not communicating. Now, it don't look like y'all said anything. And I'm not on the court, but from what I'm seeing, it don't look like y'all said anything. All right, so I'm going to let it play. Now, I have a problem with this. Remember, I told you to remember this play earlier, right? But I told you to remember it for a reason. Okay. Number one, what are you doing wrong?
Well, all that space he has for one, and two,
Yeah,
my
that's for
position.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. The biggest thing for me is they ran this play earlier. How did you not diagnose it and get that steal? They ran it actually like 4 or 5 times. And it's not their play, it's actually a set. And you every single time I'm watching you in this position, you allow the exact same pass every single time. The exact same pass. Every time. And it's like, while you playing, do you not know that this is happening? Did you
Right.
know that they was doing this? Nah, I'm asking that because I want to kind of get your thought process on it.
Well, on this one, I probably didn't notice this just like the actual play because my position and my back was like turned to the ball. Like when we were at practice going over the plays, I was able to like like see from top of the key, see from the bottom. And my idea, my thing was like, all right, they're just doing a bunch of screens over there. Let me try and be in help. And then when he called the ball, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and force him to his left side. But that was like my thought process in that moment.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm glad you said that because now we have to figure out, like you said, what they're doing at the top. Let's figure out why they're doing this. Okay, so they got an advanced pass right here. Okay, they advanced the ball to him.
Right.
All right, and the guard cuts through. Boom, he cuts
Yeah.
through to do what? To drag you out. He's dragging you out the paint. That's why he's cutting through. So as he drags you out the paint, now guess what he does? Guess what number 10 do? He's going to drag the guy that's guarding him out of the paint, right? And if he lets him, if y'all switch, he's going to pass the ball to number 10. But
Yeah.
y'all don't switch. He stops the cut. You're late. You're supposed to be in the gap. So
Hmm.
they doing this for a reason. So they dragging y'all out to create these passing angles, and you allowed them to do it. That's the part of knowing why, and why a team is doing something. If you can figure that concept out, like what is their concept? Why do they keep having this screen here? They're not just doing. No coach just got on his board and said, "Let me just come up with something in my head," and there's not a plan to it. There's always a
Hmm.
plan to it. The faster you figure that out, especially at 6'1", the more you get opportunities to get steals, the more you get opportunities to get in great positions to increase your playing time and stay on the floor, because the film tells it all. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the film is going to tell you exactly what to do. And they ran it. And to me, while you're in the game, your thought process isn't, because they did it to you like 3 or 4 times and we're going to see it. But your thought process, to me, you're not remembering tendencies. And that's a problem because now you just playing. You're not thinking the game. And I think a lot of times in basketball, we confuse plays and thinking the game with two different things. Like, you're not thinking, what is the tendency of this player? What is the tendency of this team? You just out there playing and you missing opportunities. And that's something that at the next level, if you make that to that next level, that transition, you will miss that opportunity to play at that next level because you're just playing. And if you don't have the God-given talent like everybody had, the top guys have, you could get overlooked. You know what I mean? And I'm
Right.
not trying to discourage you or anything. I'm just trying to prepare you. Because if you understand this, you'll be able to get in better positions and the coach can visibly see, oh, this kid watching film. This kid is on it. This kid looks like the captain on defense and offense. He's the one that got that, that ship going. You know what I mean? And from your accolades, I know that you're smart enough to comprehend this and apply it.
Right.
All right. Now you let him shoot it. All right. He missed that one. He going to make another one later on in the game. All right. Look at your back again. Right. I have no idea what your positioning is right here. What is this? What are we doing? Actually, it's 5 players on the court. You're the only one who ain't looking at the ball. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it sucks watching it on film because it sucks
Yeah.
watching it on film. It's like, this is crazy. And you better than that. Deep down, you
Mhm.
gotta know I'm better than this, bro. I can't I don't have I'm not a 40-point scorer. How am I allowing possessions for me to be not looking at the ball, not even looking at my man? I have no idea what's going on. And it's 1 second off the shot clock. What am I doing? I'm already in bad position. So it's kind of like, but that's why I'm showing you so you know. Boom.
Yeah.
Now, number one, this guy is far away. I would like for you to turn your body a little bit to where you can see your man and the ball. So kind of like drop back a little bit. If he catches
Yeah.
that ball, let's say he even catches that ball out there, you can sprint out there and close out. And he ain't Steph Curry. I don't know him, but if I had to guess, he ain't Steph Curry. Not a lot of people are. So you don't need to be on edge if he catches the ball right here. Because now look what you done gave up.
Driving lane.
That makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, in the game, maybe in your head in the game, maybe in your head, like, oh, that's not my fault. On film, it's your fault. Because there was he did what he's supposed to do. He saw a driving lane, he saw a gap, and he attacked it. And there was no restriction on it. So he did his job, you didn't do your job. And why? Because you guarding somebody 10 feet away from the free throw line. I mean, from the 3-point line. Like, that thought process you can't keep doing that. And we just going over defensive highlights first, so that's why you've seen this. All right, so here we go again. All right. What you think happened?
I didn't see it. This one lagged too.
Yeah, I don't know I think you said your dad records the game. When he was recording it kind of got blurry a little bit too, so it might be a little blurry. But did you see it?
Yeah, I just didn't stop ball.
At all. Yeah. No resistance. All right, now I'm gonna tell you something. At that next level, I don't know how much college basketball you watch. At that next level, these guards are so good getting in the paint. If you allow those guards to get in the paint, destroy it. You can't play. If you allow them to get in a guard to get in the paint with no resistance, you can't play. Because it's a guard that I really like in college. His name is DeJuan Harris. He plays for Kansas. Been in college, I think, 5 years. Excellent. If he gets in the paint, you cooked. You cooked. You allow him to get in the paint, he get to manipulate the game how he wants to manipulate the game, you finish. At 6'1", how can I allow that guard don't even look 6'1"? How am I allowing him to get in the lane with no resistance? He didn't do no special move. He didn't do anything. Your defense just wasn't good enough. What is your thought process when you watching a guard come down the lane like that? That would be my question. What's your thought process?
Just to try and watch, like, near his belly button, so his hips, so I could try and beat him to the spot.
But at what point does that clock go off and you say, I got to stop him a little bit? Like, he didn't dribble the ball from half court. Now he's in the paint. Like, something got to click in your mind. Like, I can't let him get past this 3-point line. I want to chest him up. I want to be physical with him because they're going to be physical with you. So I want to be physical with him. I want to chest him up and get past that 3-point line. That's what I want to do. I mean, I don't want to let him get past that 3-point line. I don't want to let him get in the paint. And I just didn't like it. Here we go again. You make the same mistake. Backing up. Now you stopped him. Good bump right here. But you backing up too much. Back up. Good bump right there. You got your chest in front of the ball. Very good technique right there, getting your chest in front of the ball and stopping them from getting there. But you could do that all game by just putting pressure up on them and bumping them, showing the referee your hands. That's what I call it. Like, have your hands out wide and show the referee your hands. And let him, if you can get your chest in front of the ball, you can stop him. If you allow him to have these drives and you not shuffling your feet and getting your feet over, you can't. It's going to be hard. And also, when you put pressure on people, you're going to probably get blown by a lot. It's all about your recovery. Like, he blew by you. I'm not going to keep sliding. I'm going to run and cut him off. That's what you're trying to do. Does that make sense? Right. And I know, I know y'all in New Jersey. You're in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know they might play basketball a little bit differently from Chicago or, like down here in Texas. They play basketball totally different. But you're going to get blown by a lot of times. It's not a bad thing because you're speeding that offensive player up, especially if I'm catching him in the backcourt. I'm speeding him up, but I want to challenge him. As he blow by me, I can sprint and get in front of him and cut him off and make him cross over. And I got help. So a lot of times on your team, when I watched the first half of this game, y'all can help at a decent rate. I think you're not that good at helping them at that rate, which I think, after you see this and after you go over it, you're going to become better at it. But they decent at helping, so you should have help. So you shouldn't feel no problem with getting up under somebody and allowing them to speed up, because now you processing the game and not letting them pick you apart. It makes sense?
Yeah, it does. Because that's kind of like my for my AAU team, we had, like, my coach was really big on, like, help defense. And he was like, yes, I don't care if you get blown by, because that's when you have help and then we can scramble. And I feel like I can see a difference in my defense from AAU to high school. Like, for AAU, like, my coach was like, if you're not playing no defense, you're not playing at all. And he was serious about that, because
that's a fact.
And it was, where were we? I think we was at East Stroudsburg. And mind you, game is like, it's probably like 6-7 minutes left, right? Sat me to like 4 minutes. He's like, yo, and like he called timeout and like went off on me. He was like, yo, you're my best on ball defender, and he said you're arguably the best defender on the team. He was like, if you're not playing defense well, we're not going to be playing defense well. Why? Because if you're not pressuring their ball handler, then it's like then we're not able to help you, and we're not able to like get steals, and we're not able to like be in right positions. And I feel like for my high school team, there's been a lot of times over my course of high school team where it's like I'll get blown by and then it's just a wide open layup. Like, it's happened a lot of times. It even happened last night in our game, where we're supposed to be helping, but I just got blown by. Why? Because I just made this kid dribble 20 times, and he got me the last time. He got me, and then he's going to get basketball. You get a wide open layup. So I kind of came to the season like thinking like, all right, like save me before the team a little bit, like just a tiny bit, so I could like stay in the game more. Whereas like, all right, like I ain't get blown by, and it's a wide open layup. Now my coach is like, all right, go get him. Like he he just let him blow by and get a wide open layup. But comparing it to like previous like times where I played, where it's like, all right, like I got blown by. If he gets a wide open layup, that's not my fault. That's my help fault, because
that's always how it is too. Like, that's number one. Also, like, and I need to take this with you. Your profile on defense doesn't matter what team you're on. Like, if you're a bad defender on this team, you're a bad defender on another team. If you're a good defender on this team, be a good defender on the next team. So how your coach in AAU is telling you to play defense, take that with you anywhere. Take it to the park, take it to the YMCA, take it to open gym. Get up, pressure the ball. You're not 6'5". You don't have the luxury of being lackadaisical on defense. Get up, pressure the ball, work on your skills. The more you do it, the better you'll be at it. So it's for you to come in this season and, kind of want to save yourself. No, coach, I'm a hard-nosed player. I get up and down. I'm a junkyard dog. I'm putting pressure on these ball handlers. I need help backside. Because if we can scramble, not everybody can get to their third and fourth and fifth read. Not everybody can get to that. So we want them to scramble. We want them to be swinging, and we be able to stand that test of time. Eventually, these guards going to make mistakes, because most people are only programmed to only do one thing: get past the first defender. Most of the people don't know, once I get past him, where's my next read after this defender steps up? That's where people get in trouble at, because they don't know how to dissect the game. Like, oh, he here, now my pass is in the corner, or I got to skip, or I got a DHO. They don't know. You know what I mean? So put pressure on these guards, allow them to have your help. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So now there we go again. You lost your man, though. Let's go back, because I want to go back to this highlight. Because you did a good job of getting your chest in front of the ball. That's very good defense right there. Hands out, getting your chest in front of the ball. But then y'all switch. I don't know why y'all even switch, but
I think the scouting was switch 1, 2, 3, and
Okay.
hedge 4 or 5, like for 4 or 5 on ball screens. That
Okay.
was the scouting report for it.
Okay. So you end up back on the guard, which is fine. And now you switch that one. All right. Did you see it?
Now I'm frozen right now at a minute and 55 seconds where I'm in the corner
I paused
or
it.
the corner. Oh,
Oh yeah, I paused it. Okay. So let's see. Boom. Good. All right, now I'm gonna stop it.
mhm.
I want you to remember this too. Okay. So your back is turned. Okay. And what does he do?
Did he go back door?
You see, yeah. I want you to remember that because when you get on offense, that's gonna be my point of emphasis too. Okay. So your back is turned and he cuts back door. All right. And you didn't see him and he get a tip dunk. Once
Right.
this is why seeing man and ball is always important, and I can always touch him. So once I feel him cutting back door, I'm gonna put a body on him, make him go over my back. But you didn't see him at all, which I don't know why. It's like you forgot. It's like you almost forgot. It's like you forgot that he was your man. Look, you didn't help. You didn't do nothing. I mean, it's not your help too. He drove middle, but now you got that positioning. All of your defensive
Mhm.
mistakes that I've shown you has been positioning, whether it's on ball or off the ball, mainly off the ball. Your off ball defense, if I had to give it a grade, I probably would give it an F, just because you're not diagnosing the game fast enough because your
Mhm.
positioning is bad. A lot of you turning your head, and then by the time the ball swing, you're not even positioned to diagnose the game at that level. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
once we leave here and when y'all go to practice, I want you to work on just positioning, keeping the man in front of you, seeing man and ball, man in front, man and ball. My head is on a swivel. I'm not letting nothing cut across my face. I'm bumping the cutter. I'm getting my positioning way better. Okay,
Right.
that's
Mhm.
part of your issue off the ball is just your position just being really really bad. Now he's comfortable. What is going on right here? What are you doing again?
Back fully turned again.
And they got the ball. Why are you playing defense like this? That's that would be my question. Why would you be playing defense like this?
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's like, do you not want to steal? Because in the
Yeah.
first half, you ended the first half, I think 13 points, no steals. And you have opportunities to get them. It's not like, oh, it didn't come my way. It's like, no, I got the opportunities. I just didn't do it. As a player who cares, and I know you do. I know you care. That's why you're here, right?
Right.
Take this, fuel it. How many games y'all got left?
5.
5 games. I need you to at least get you in high school. 2 steals is not even enough. I need 3 to 5 steals every game. It's opportunities there.
Mhm.
On ball, off the ball, 3 to 5 steals. Let's say we convert 3 to 5 steals and we convert half of them. You get you an extra 5 to 7 points just
Right.
off of that. So no more defense like this. I'm gonna tell you that. No more defense like this. Now the ball's on the other side of the court, and you are on the literally on the other side of the court too, guarding somebody that's not a factor right now. He shoots a 3. Guess who rebound that could have been?
Mine if I was in the right position.
It's- I think you had 1 rebound, 2 going into halftime. I don't know how many you finished with the game. I'm gonna go back and look at some more, but 1 rebound going into halftime. That's probably why. What sticks out on the stat sheet for you? How many points do you score per game?
At the moment, I'm at 9 points,
9 points a game. How many rebounds?
like 2 to 3.
How many steals?
Around 2 to 3.
How many turnovers?
1.5. I think that's what I'm at.
Okay.
And it's
Assists.
like it's a 3 to 4 assists,
Okay.
but
Let me tell you
closer
something.
to 3. Mm.
Okay, let me tell you something. 9.5 points a game is not good enough for that stat line. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
9.5 points a game is not good enough for you not to get no rebounds, not that you get a high number of steals, 2 to 3 steals. It's not good enough for 9.5 points a game. Why do I need that guard? Why do I need a guard that scores 9.5 points a game? He don't cause no turnovers, and he turns the ball over himself, and he doesn't get enough assists. Why do I need to recruit that guard at Division I level? And he's 6'1". So you can't afford to be playing defense like this. Like, you can't afford to not know what's going on or to be giving half effort on one possession. You need 100% focus and 100% effort every defensive possession. Offense, you're going to get a break because things happen on offense that you can't control. Defense, I control that. I need 100% effort, 100% focus, and the possession is not over until we got the rebound or we forced the turnover. Not, I hope he get this rebound. No, because you miss out on opportunities to get rebounds like that with that type of thinking. Those long rebounds, and guards supposed to get those. Now, you almost at half court playing defense on the dude who going back on defense. Now you kind of crash in, but just a possession I didn't like. All right, so we go here. You remember this?
Your screen has your control center right now.
Oh, it's probably lagging a little bit. Okay. All right. Can you see it now? Let me see.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see the screen now. The guard has the ball right now.
Yep. Okay, got
Close
you.
to half
I'm gonna
court.
play
All
it.
right.
You remember this? You remember that? I stopped
It
it, by
kind
the
of
way.
jumped. All right. It jumped a little bit, but I think did the ball go to the right side and then the guy like
Yep.
cut
The
through?
same exact play they've been running,
Yeah.
and you playing the same exact defense. At this point in the game, did you diagnose that?
No.
My question would be why? Why didn't you diagnose it? Because you just want them to run their sets and just hope they miss?
I was probably just I just probably wasn't thinking on that level. It was like, all right, wait, they just ran the same play 3, 4 times already. Like, let me be ready for the to grab this steal or to like
It's
press
there
them.
every time. It's been there. The first one, I get the first one. Okay, I get the first. The second, come on now. The third, what are we doing?
Mm.
It's like a DB. It's like a DB playing football. They running the same play. They coming right at you. Coach told you on 3rd and 7, they coming at you, and you just let them catch you. Get the first down. Why? Like, I need you to shift your focus mentally on the defensive end, possession by possession. Not, let's focus on what can I do on offense. No, I need mentally possession by possession. How can I put my input on this game to turn it around? You want to be a playmaker on offense and a playmaker on defense at your
Right.
size.
Mm.
Emphasis on the playmaker on defense. Emphasis on that. On offense, there's a given. You need to make your catch and shoot opportunities, which you do, which I saw you do well this game. You need to not turn the ball over. You need to get the ball to your teammates when they're wide open, and you need to be able to beat somebody off the dribble a little bit. Not necessarily at the college level, because if I'm recruiting you to be a guard on my team, I probably already got an All-American on my team. I probably already got a top dog on my team that's scoring. So you just filling the role until you get better. Okay? So
Right.
in high school, you need to be beating people off dribble in high school. That's number one. But the defensive part, you need to make plays on defense. You need to be ready and have the opportunity to do those things. And if you're not, it's going to look bad on film, because it does.
Yeah.
All right. Eliminate possessions like this. Like, The ball's over there. You over here. Your back turned to the defender. You can kind of glance at him out of the corner of your eye a little bit, I guess, but eliminate that. Once that ball is passed, boom,
Mhm.
jump over, like get in help position. No need for you to stand right there. Jump over because now the ball's in the corner. And if I'm in the middle, if I'm in this midline right here while this ball's in the corner, watch this. If I'm in this midline, you're able to get over that screen. You're able to get over that, or you're able to diagnose the switch earlier so your teammate can get over it. But you're not there. Like you're not already right here in this middle. Like you're not already right there. So this switch is late. You diagnosed it late. And now you got a wide open shot. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense? So
Yeah, it
the
does.
shot is wide open and it's really your fault because you diagnosing it late rather than the ball's on one side of the court. I need 2 feet in the paint. This is the rule in help. If I'm 2 passes away, I'm 2 feet in the paint at the midline. And I should be low enough to see man and ball because now I can see down screen coming. Switch. I can diagnose that ASAP, not
Mhm.
after the fact. That makes sense?
It does.
All right. You got you a rebound, though. I have no idea who you guarding right here. They don't need. All right, let me go back.
Cause I think in this moment I was like in help and I was guarding the kid in the corner, and the other kid
Yes. Okay, I
that was
see.
like that next to me, yeah, he like told me to like move up because when his player was cutting through, he like told me like DJ like get up,
Okay.
but
Your
yeah,
guy's
and
still in the corner.
yeah, but it's like my full back is starting to.
Yeah. Even if you were guarding the guy in the corner or the guy on the wing right here, even if you were
Mhm.
guarding either one of them, you ain't in possession for none of them. And this happened. This is what I don't like. Okay, you're right here in the paint. You can be turned and see man and ball and see and diagnose this screen, which switch it. Just switch it. If you say it earlier. And I think he's pointing over telling you something. Okay. So you can tell him switch it, but then the ball's coming in your territory and watch what you do. You're so late. Let me go back because I want you to kind of walk me through this. All right. So you got the guy in the corner.
Mhm.
Boom. Ball's there. Your guy's now either on the wing or in the corner, whichever one you want to decide that you guarding. It probably
Right.
should be him that's guarding this guy on the wing because you can be in help position. But
Yeah, I think
regardless,
my man was in the my I think my man was in the corner. That's why I was all the way over there.
yes. So he should have probably took the guy that's coming up because yours is in
Yeah.
the corner. Okay. Because now you're just in no man's land. So he's telling you something that he shouldn't be telling you. He's telling you switch. I don't know why. Like he should be going up, and now you should be staying low because your guy's in the corner.
Right.
Okay. And from his point of view, from the point guard point of view that got the ball, all he sees is there's no help in the paint. So he makes his drive based on there's being no help in the paint. So now he gets a layup, and it's just not there. And it should be your help. So that's a miscommunication between you and your teammate.
Mhm.
Partially your fault, mainly your fault, partially his. Because you can tell him, no, you get up. You can tell him, no, you go. Like my man's in the corner, yours is going up. By us interchanging the switch for no reason, like y'all switching for no reason right here. By us entertaining that, now you pull yourself out of help, and the guard diagnosed there's no help in the paint. I beat my person off the dribble, and now I
Mhm.
got a basket. And they're going to do that at
Right.
the next level a lot. Like, and that's something that you should be looking for as an offensive player. First thing I look for
Mhm.
when I catch the ball is where's the help at. I'm not necessarily worried about my man. I'm worried about where's the help. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. This is going right into halftime. Show that again. Miss. Boom. Right now, you got the ball. Turn them. Turn them. Right now, you should be turning them. Look, I stopped it. You should be turning them, not just giving them a straight line drive to the basket. Try to turn them. Straight line drive to the basket, no help. He just did a finish that was cool for no reason, but I mean, unacceptable,
Mm-hmm.
right? Unacceptable. Should never happen again. Make it your duty to never let that happen again to you. Never give up a straight line drive. It's one-on-one, not giving you a straight line drive to the basket. All right? That's your
Yes,
duty to
sir.
never let that happen again. Because you got to sit down after that. Like, realistically, you're supposed to sit down after this. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. What happened here? What happened?
It was they had ran the same play again.
No, I'm saying right now, like where you at? You see where you at? And you hugging the guy? You don't see
Yeah.
your guy wide open?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fine for you to be hugging a guy, but you're hugging him and you're not in help or you're not in position to recover. So, like, what are you doing?
It's like I'm just
That
there.
makes sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he traveled or something like that. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay. All right. So that was just your defense, right? And your
Mm-hmm.
takeaways from that should be what? And I want you to tell me. I don't want to tell you because, like I said, this is not about me. This is about you understanding the game from a contextual standpoint. Okay. So, what's your takeaways from your defense from us just going over that?
Make the guards uncomfortable, like ball pressure a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I also said communicate better on defense no matter what, because just like the last clip, I should have said no, I should have said stay with him, stay with him, stay with him, because therefore I could have been able to like at least give some more resistance than me just jumping up like jumping up late after he like already like had enough time to
Got to lay
know
up. Yep.
how like for his footer. And then I said be more aware, like with like the sets that they're running. Like, yeah, they ran the play one time, second time, like second, like third time, that should have been a steal into a wide open layup. I also said, with me backing up on defense, like stop backing up on defense, like meet the defender, and like you said, I did after I think someone on the bench or like one of the coaches like yo, like it's too easy for him, like start bumping him. And you could see I started like bumping him a little more after that, but I got back to being just like lackadaisical. I also said just work on better positioning, like ball you
Yep.
man, being able to look. I also said jump to help, because if you jump
Mm-hmm.
to help, I could just like the one with the screen, I could like a lot of stuff can be prevented a lot faster and like take off more time on the, because we play shot clock, and it'd be
Mm-hmm.
taking off more time on the shot clock. Why? Because
Yep.
I'm in help, because like I'm stunting and stuff like that. And then also uh I just told myself fix angles for off ball, like
Mm-hmm.
just the same things like being in position, like and then there's some of the clips that you wrote. I just wrote down the clips, like I wrote 727 against Hill, clip for leaving paint led to 2 points. I also said my back, like, but that's the same thing as like positioning. And
Mm-hmm.
then I also said
I'm gonna
bump
send you
cutters.
those clips too. I'm gonna
Okay,
send you
thank you.
those clips too, so you can rewatch it and
Sounds
rewatch
good.
it.
But yeah, those are the big takeaways. Were basically play like be more aggressive as to like making the defender turn, being up in him, like making him uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
being in a better position, and actually under like yeah, like yes, I learned all their plays because we scattered all their plays, but like actually see the play developing
Yep.
while they're running it, see it developing, so then therefore I could go get that steal. Because me personally, after watching the first time that they ran it, or I mean, I think it was like the second time that they had ran it. If I was in the right position and he threw that pass, that's a like my left hand. Like I also do have a 6'7"
That's a
wingspan
steal.
too, so it's like
Yeah.
that's a steal into, because was it steal the minute I smack it, the guard is still at the 3 point line. The last
Mm-hmm.
person is that big at the top of the key, and there's no
Right.
way he's chasing down to block it after I pat on my left hand full head of steam. It's a layup. But
Right.
yeah, those are the
100%.
takeaways from defense.
Good takeaways. And I think the main one too is your mental focus, like your mental toughness on a defensive end, one possession at a time. maximize it. I need you to maximize one possession at a time on defense because you can't afford to miss opportunities. Like when I walk away from
Right.
the game, I need to know that I gave, and you should be exhausted. You should be drained. You should be coming out, getting a sub sometimes because you maximizing everything on the defensive end to where it's late in the fourth quarter, it's the last 4 minutes of the game, last 3 minutes of the game. I need to be on the floor. On the floor. I need to be on the floor. So
Right.
maximize that, and that's something that can keep you on the floor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to send you those clips, and I want you to rewatch them. Watch them over and over again and dissect your positioning because a lot of these things can be fixed if your positioning is better. If
Right.
you can position yourself better, you give yourself a glossary of things that you can do, whether it's I
Mm-hmm.
can diagnose better, I can communicate better, I can help better, I can put pressure on the ball better, and I can create more opportunities. So
Right.
positioning, that's number one. So I definitely want you to rewatch that, rewatch it, and tell yourself, where should I be? How could I guard this? Every team is not going to play like that, but defensive rules
Mm-hmm.
are defensive rules. Okay. So that's
Yes.
for the defensive part. And I'm gonna go to the offensive part. Let me see. Oh, let me get them real quick. Hold on. But a lot of those things I think will rejuvenate you on the offensive end. That's what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll rejuvenate you towards like you making better decisions on the offensive end because the game will get a lot easier to you. And you won't have like this gray area. I think right now, like for me watching you as an offensive player, you number one, you can shoot the ball well from what I've seen. And I don't know, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but I think you have a nice shot. I think you're confident when you shoot it too. Even off the dribble. I think even off the dribble, you're very confident at it and smooth with it. There's no rushing in your shot or not. But I don't think that you understand the opportunities that you have on offense to do those things. And that could come from you diagnosing on the defensive end too. Like how you playing defense, think about if they played defense on you like that. You're able to diagnose that better, and now you're able to get more shots off. Okay, does that
Mm-hmm.
kind of make sense? So like that's what I'm saying. Like
Like
there's no gray
100%
area.
because that's yeah. I was just saying 100% because that's also like one of like my downfalls. I would say because I've been hearing like people like yeah like although you had although you had 80 points on what 8 to 10 shots, you could have 15
Hmm.
shots and probably had what 25 to 26 if
Yep.
you just opened up like how you just said like because I'm smooth with it like I'm able to get into my pull up I'm able to hit it off the dribble and it's just like
Yeah.
being able to being able to like really and like see if like I got that shot or not.
Hmm. Yeah. I
But you're right.
100%
It
agree with you.
also could come from the defensive side to where it's like before I do remember where it was like I used to have well this was like when I was younger too though, but it was like the game was like a lot easier to where it was like, yeah, like I see you trying to I see you look over here one time. The second time you look over and you pass it, I'm on that steal
There
and
you
it's a
go.
layup. It
There
was
you go.
easier a little, but also everybody wasn't as athletic to where
Yeah.
if I do
Part
want to go
of it.
for that steal, he ball fakes. That's a lob to the yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. 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 But I mean, that ain't what's happening here. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no lives here. It's just you ain't taking advantage of your opportunities. That's the main thing. That's what's going on right here in that standpoint. But I'm gonna show you some stuff on offense too. Let me see right here. All right. All right. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. So we'll start it. Turn it down. All right. We got a DHO. I want you to remember this DHO. Okay. And it's the
Mhm.
reason why I'm gonna tell you remember it. But remember. All right. Right here. He's driving towards the middle. It's either one or two things you can do. You can either space towards the corner or you can cut back door. But he didn't give you that angle to cut back door yet. You probably should just space towards the corner to open up that lane a little bit more, which is fine. He got this pass. He traveled on this. But remember when I was showing you in the corner where you
Mm-hmm.
had turned when you was on defense and you turned your back and he cut back
Yeah.
door?
His
Anytime you
back.
see somebody jersey,
Yeah.
yes. Anytime you see that, don't give him a break and bail him out. No, I want him to be thinking, man, where the hell am I? Every time somebody's guarding me, I want him to make a mistake and I want to counter. He travels here. I don't even know if he really traveled, but whatever. I'm not the ref. Besides the point. But I guess he dragged his feet. Yeah, he did. Anytime though, cut back door, give him an outlet. Maybe he don't travel if you give him an outlet. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. I guess y'all have a stagger set up right here. I paused it, by the way. But y'all have a stagger set up right here.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be a stagger screen? Okay. I don't think y'all screen anybody. None of y'all touch nobody on the screen. Which that would drive me crazy as a coach, by the way. But whatever. All right. Nice shot. Now, so funny that we talked about this, okay? This is the very next play.
It's frozen.
Now his back is turned.
Right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me go back then.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Is it good?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So now his back is turned, and now look what you do. You cut, and you're in a position to get the rebound. You see how something as simple as maybe I don't cut to get a wide open shot. Like maybe I'm not cutting to get a wide open shot, or I'm not cutting for myself, but I'm cutting to create an opportunity. And that's why you got the rebound.
Yeah.
So you end up getting a rebound, right? You end up getting this rebound. Okay, I don't know. It probably was a foul. But now you space it, and now you create an opportunity for yourself just by cutting. I like this one right here. A couple things I like about this. Okay. So you come down the lane, you see the screen coming, and you have a very good pace. So you back dribble backwards to create that angle that you need. Perfect. Okay. He jumps it, you smooth with it. Nice handle. Way to make a play for your team. At the next level, he probably gonna dunk that. But smooth. And I think you diagnose that instantly. Like the back dribble helped you out by you back dribbling and allowing the screen to come to you. You diagnose that very instantly. Good play. You get in the lane, you create for your teammate. Excellent. You did what the guard was doing to you. You was getting 2 feet in the paint. Anytime you get 2 feet in the paint, good things should happen for you. Okay? So that's a good pass. Very, very good pass on that. Okay, but I just wanted you to see that so you know. All right. Now you come again. Boom. All right. I'm going to let it play, and then we're going to go over it. All right, so let's go over it. Okay, so your thought process right here. I'm going to stop it. Now I stopped it. Okay? Your thought process right here is what?
So I did see the big kid, like he was 2 feet in the paint, but then also I'm left-handed, so I was like, yo, he's like low key giving me like I thought I had enough
hand?
like room. Yeah, I was like, yo, let me throw it over, do a little jab to make it seem like I'm gonna go right and throw it out because I in my opinion I do have a quick first step, like getting downhill like that. Like if it's just you just standing there. One dribble and I throw it out, like I get past almost every single defender, unless it's like 2 hands on me. Then it's like, all right, like boom, like he actually bumped me, and then I'll like have to.
But the problem with this is I'm not worried about the drive. I'm not worried about your first step. You did exactly what you're supposed to do on your first step. Your second step is the problem, right? Number one, it's 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Okay, there's no way you don't see the big in the paint. Right? There's no way you don't see this big in the paint right here. Okay. So immediately, because I'm not worried about my defender. Like you said, you got a quick first step. You shouldn't be worried about your defender. Immediately, once I see him, you should know there's a dime in the corner. Right now. Take that left hand and zip that pass to the corner.
Yeah.
It's 25 seconds left on the shot clock. I can understand if it was 3 and you needed to get that shot off. But it's 25 seconds left on the shot clock. What are we doing? I always go by this when I'm coaching my kids. This is what I go by. Shot grade. Maybe you think you can make that shot. Everybody think they can make their shot until they got to shoot it. A, B, C, D, or F on the shot. What do you give it?
I'll give it a D on this one.
I would give it a D too. Right? It's close to an F, but I would give it a D because maybe you can make a floater. At least you got it to the rim, to the goal.
Yeah,
but
that's why I give it a D, because I was like, I'm like me knowing myself, like, yeah, like there's been times where I'll drive down and I'll make the floater over the last help instead of swinging it. So I was like, same thought process. I was like, yo, I'm already here. Let me float it.
Yeah, that's fine. But my thing is, it's 25 seconds, now 24, 25 seconds left on the shot clock. We don't need a shot like that. You know what I mean? Like, let the plays develop. Also, once I drive one time, I hit that corner immediately. All he has to do is make 2 or 3 shots. He can no longer help in that paint no more. Like, because now I took him away. And it's a discipline game, right? I show it again. It's a discipline game. I hit him right now, and he make those 2 threes in the corner. And by the way, your teammates are going to get confidence because they know they're going to get the ball. So they're going to be more ready to shoot that ball. All right? Man, he make that. I can go one-on-one all day now. I just set my chessboard up rather than just playing in a moment. I'm setting my pieces up to do that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's one thing about that I was, kind of going over with you on that about. All right. Now here, they're in a 1-3-1. I think your coach called out a 1-3-1. It doesn't, it looks like they're in a 1-1. So I don't know. It's not very clear, but it's going to be some trap. And you did something right here. Thought process, okay? You come over, thought process. All right. Now I'm going to stop it right here, okay? So number 1, there's 2 people guarding you, right? It's a trap. Don't overthink this pass. Don't overthink this pass right here, bro. Throw the ball back to the middle. Reverse the ball back. There's no need for you to try to do anything else. Don't overthink it. Right? You got it. Reverse the ball back right now. Just throw the ball back over here. It's 2 defenders over here and it's 1 over here. You trying to dribble up this, you dribbled right into the trap. And they have a guy covering the pass that you should make, this middle pass right here. They have a guy covering them. And you throw the ball to him, and they got a guy covering him. There's nobody covering these 2. Like, you didn't turn it over, but almost. Like, just reverse the ball. Don't overthink it. It's not for you to make a heroic play. Make the simple play. Just reverse the ball and just go up the court on that one. All right, so now you're in the corner. Nobody get pressure on the ball. Excellent pass. You a little bit too high though. You're really supposed to be in the corner. But he made a really good pass. He made a really good pass. And that's a nice catch and shoot. Don't overthink it. With your shot, and I was just in the gym training somebody today. Anytime that you can see the goal and get your release off, that's a wide open shot for you. Okay? So when you get the ball, if there's any time that I can feel I can get my release off and I feel that he's not close enough or he's not going to block it, that's a wide open shot for you. Okay? So I think you shoot pretty good. Shot first. Drive second. Catch and shoot on catch and shoot operations. Shot first, drive second. I can get this shot off, I'm open. I can get a clear look at the basket, I'm open. I'm glad you shot that. Don't overthink those opportunities. All right?
Yes.
What you think about this shot?
Oh, can you go back to it?
Yeah.
It lagged.
What do you think about it?
Oh, I mean, after watching it, I was like, I could have, instead of going straight, I could have, I don't know. In my opinion, I thought I could have throw it over, tech middle, get into a little floater or like a little pull up jumper, or
Mm-hmm.
because I have worked on where extend all the way out and
Mm-hmm.
finish around them. That's what I tried to do there. But also I could have just went straight up into him because I mean
Yeah.
the way he was playing defense, it was like he didn't have, and he's not that athletic to where he could back up, move, and jump and like rise like really really quickly compared to me, full head of
Yeah.
steam and just going straight up. So
Right. 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 Right.
but
Right.
yeah,
100%.
in that moment I was like I think I could get around him because I think I don't know like look like when I was in the game he's appeared to be bigger than what he was in
Yeah.
the game. So that's why I was like, all right, let me try and get around him. But after watching, I was like, I really could have went straight up. And then my coach even told me, he was like, yo, he was like, there was no need to go around him. Like if you would have went straight up, you probably would have got a foul or you made it.
Yeah. And you jump from so far away from the paint.
Yeah,
And you didn't
that
have
was all.
to. Yeah, just you could have just went straight to the basket, just laid the ball up.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's a learning part. I don't know what we doing off the ball right here. But now, so you got to, I'll go back a little bit. I don't know. I have no idea what you're doing off the ball right here. But okay, you got a DHO. Remember I told you, remember that DHO? What is going on?
Hmm.
Okay. The reason why I told you to remember the first DHO is because
Yeah.
how you were doing it, and I don't know how coaches teach it, but this is how I teach it. When I'm doing a DHO, I'm not going to dribble towards my teammate. I'm going to dribble towards the defender.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if I dribble towards the defender and he jumps it like he does, turn the corner. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to turn the corner. Like,
Hmm.
but you're dribbling towards your teammate and you being inefficient with it. Okay?
Yeah.
And he ended up cutting back door, but he's not even guarding you. Like the guy's guarding you, not even guarding you. Look, as soon as you see him jump, oh, I'm turning that corner. And I can get to my shot. I can get to so much on the left side where I'm comfortable at. I can do so
Hmm.
much
Right.
just by turning the corner. So instead of going DHO straight to your teammate and just assuming that he's going to get this handoff, because that's what you're doing, you assuming.
Yeah.
Do it towards the defender. If the defender stays, and I'm gonna go back to it. If this defender, like if he stays in the gap right here and you driving towards him, you're gonna be able to
Mhm.
bump him and kind of give him a screen. It's gonna kind of be like a little screen. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hmm.
Like when I hand it off, I'm gonna bump him. So now your teammate's gonna have an advantage going downhill because I bumped him.
Yeah.
It's like gonna be into a screen. And if he overplays it, turn a corner. Now your dude is he playing you too far off.
And after, because it was this is still the still the first half, and I just hit 2 threes, so
Yeah.
that could have been a turn the corner, and
Mm-hmm.
my defender probably would have backed up because he probably seen me turn the corner. And that could have been
Yep.
right into a
Right
shot.
to another three. Right to a three,
Yeah.
right into a pull up, right into whatever you wanted to get into.
Right.
But not this turnover.
Yeah.
And it's just an ugly turnover. And your coaches look like he's pissed off about it, but I think he is.
Yeah. It's everything with him.
Um, you diagnose this pretty well. They ice the screen because you're left-handed.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that a lot. Every time you're coming off the screen, they're gonna ice it because you're left-handed. Okay. So you
Hmm.
diagnosed it well by going there and perfect right here. Okay. Elite level, drive it a little bit more. One more dribble. You see how the guy's kind of helping over in this corner right here to take away that
Yeah.
baseline
Yeah.
pass.
He's looking for that baseline pass. Yeah.
That's fine. Throw it to his man. And you see how he's pointing.
Yeah.
He's not
And
in position.
zero. Right. And number 0 right now, like the other kid behind him, is in the process of cutting right now too.
Mm-hmm. Just throw it to his man. You get what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
advanced tip, but you make the right decision too. Just by I would say next time get to a reverse pivot. I don't know if you know how to do it, but get to a reverse pivot. Land on 2 feet right here. Land on 2 feet because that's close to a travel, and it
Yeah.
actually is a travel. but land on 2 feet and
Yeah, no,
reverse pivot.
I did that.
Yeah. And then reverse pivot, and you'll be able to hit him a little bit easier. But not bad.
Mhm.
I'm just telling you at an elite level, that's what you do. It's called thinking the game for the defense, right? He's you you're he's thinking what you're going to do next. But now that you know that he's thinking, counter it. So, boom. Once I seen and you handling the ball pretty well, and it's going to be a right hand pass right off the bounce. Throw it right to his man. Or you can go jump pass. Even if you go jump pass, you're able to turn and pass it to him here. And I'm not talking about a crazy jump pass. I'm talking about jumping 2 hands on the ball. You know how the guard threw
Mhm.
the jump pass to you in the corner? You would make that
Yep.
same jump pass. You'd be jump passing like that, or you can jump pass and pass wherever you want to. It's going to create you enough time to be able to see the board. Okay. So that was
Yeah.
something I wanted to kind of show you on that. But good decision, but you travel. Get to 2 feet. Anytime you get in the lane, get to 2 feet. Stop doing the 1 foot stops. Get to 2 feet. I think you should have shot this one right here, but it's okay. You playing at your pace. So that's totally fine. This is totally fine, but if you don't, you see how your right foot is, you catching the ball with your right foot down. If you catch the ball with 2 feet, like boom, I'm going 2 feet. If I catch the ball with 2
Yeah.
feet, you'll be all right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm. And I
So
think because I didn't catch it like on balance, I was like, nah, like I'm not
yeah,
about to shoot
that's
this.
why you didn't shoot.
Yeah.
Not bad at all though. Not totally not bad at all though. I'm okay with your decision, and I really love that you still stayed aggressive. Boom, beautiful shot. I don't know if you hit him with a jab step or if you hit him with a dribble, but it looked nice. Let me look at it. Oh yeah, cross jab.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cross jab
Right
into a
into a
pull
pull
up.
up. Beautiful. Because he was all balanced. But this is a confident shot. If you have the ability and talent to do stuff like this,
Mm.
like anytime I get the ball, I'm aggressive. But you create opportunities for yourself like this by moving, diagnosing offense and defense. Now we talked about the defense. Now you got to diagnose where you at on the court on offense. Where can you be productive at? You shouldn't just be standing in one spot. I'm standing. No, I'm communicating. Whether I go staggers, whether I go backdoor cuts, whether I go spacing. You have a gift. It's called shooting the basketball. Give yourself opportunities to do that. Don't just wait around for somebody to create that opportunity for you.
Right.
Give yourself opportunities, whether it's crashing for offensive rebound to create extra possessions. The little things, I call it basketball karma. Getting this good karma and bad karma. Doing the little things will help you. Not doing the
Mhm.
little things will hurt you. Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
with you having the ability to do that, that's amazing. That's a difficult shot, but it's an easy one for you. I can tell by the way you shot it. So we go to the next possession. Let's see what this one is. Boom, I love this. I love it. Do you know what you just did? Do you
Oh,
know what you
me
just did?
cutting. Did I cut and allow two to get a wide, like basically like a good set shot?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is called stacking. Like this is stacking the possession. Okay. Right? Y'all two are stacked on top of each other pretty much. Okay. And
Mhm.
it's either you're going to shorten this pass or cut through. So you made the right decision and you went straight to the teeth of the defense. By you doing that, he has to play you, right? He has to stop you, which most defenses will, and he's chasing. By you doing that, creates that shot for him. Okay. Now he got to
Yeah.
make it, but I love that. And that's why I'm saying your gift off the ball is going to be effective because you made 2 threes at this point. Everybody knows you've been scoring. You cut, you show yourself in the lineup, and now everybody has to adjust. So by you
Mhm.
cutting, you create those plays, and you can do that. So you can do that so with so many different things. Maybe he doesn't get the shot. Maybe he drives when he shoots it. Okay, but if you cut
Right.
and go space, he can kick it out to you. Now you got another 3.
Yeah.
Opportunity. Okay, you're an opportunist on offense. All right, and that's what you want to be. You want to be an opportunist. If you want to be, you really want to be an opportunity. I mean, opportunist, or you want to wait for somebody to create opportunity for you. You decide. But I'm gonna tell you one of them. You don't get paid to wait for somebody to create opportunities for you. Okay,
Mhm.
you ain't getting paid to do that. All right.
Right.
You see how simple you made that? My question is, why are you playing with him right here? Just for
My
you to
thing
go
was
by him.
yeah, like I in my thought process that there because we were supposed to be running a play and where I'm sitting at at the top of the key. So
Yeah.
I was supposed to be at the top of the key so we could run the play. But that's why I was like I did tween so like I could like try and like throw his hips off a little bit.
Okay.
But then like I mean I
And you
guess I
just
didn't
go
do a good
by
enough
him.
job as yeah, and then like I should just went by him after the first two, and as soon as he came up, could have went by him like I did, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was still trying to run the play like coach said, so I was like, all right, like let me try and like keep him occupied, but not, but like while like trying to like watch for the play, and I ended up
Mm-hmm.
playing with the ball too much, but
Then you
I
could have
found a
just
way to
did that the
recover off
whole
that
time.
one.
Yeah, you could have
Yeah,
did that the whole time. But even with you doing that, even with you doing that, that's totally fine. You can go buy somebody and then pull it back.
yeah,
You can go buy somebody and then pull it back. Like you don't necessarily have to go buy somebody and then just break the play. You can always go buy to create space. I would probably use a back dribble a lot. Turn your back and back him down a little bit so you can get that play, or go by him, come back, turn your back, and then get to the play. If your coach is gonna get on you about it, but he's
yeah.
pressuring you. He's pressuring you 65 feet away from the basket. Go by him. Make him regret doing that, and you did, and so you made your shot. So I'm okay with it, but it was too smooth for you not to do that. You know what I mean? Like that's too
Right.
smooth for you not to take advantage of those opportunities. But that was I think that's 2 minutes left in the first half. I'm gonna stop it. But that was when I watched that and I was kind of looking at it and I wanted to kind of nitpick. And we're gonna do you again. We're gonna have you come back for another session because we're gonna do another game. Um,
Sounds
and I
good.
want you to be a lot more prepared too when I ask you some questions. Um,
Gotcha.
as far as like what should you do, and now that I'm explaining to you, you should know what to look for when you're actually watching film. You know what I mean?
Right.
The biggest thing is when you're watching film, don't watch it for your highlights. Watch it to know who, what, when, where, why, and how. We need to diagnose everything about this. What happened? Good plays and the bad plays, down to the T. So I know basketball is universal. So you're gonna see the same. You're gonna see the same kind of uh plays in the same scenarios everywhere,
Mhm.
and you got
Right.
to be ready. You got to fill your mind up with this type of knowledge so you be prepared. A lot of times when you're not diagnosing someone, your IQ is not fast enough, it's because you're just not prepared. You know what I mean? Like, you
Mhm.
can make excuses for it all you want, but the main thing is preparing. And you can't lie to yourself. If your IQ is not good enough, there's probably a lot of things that's happening. Number one, you're probably not watching basketball, right? And if you are watching it, you don't know what you're watching. You're just looking at it for the fun of it, and you just letting stuff blow past you. So it takes focus. It's going to take a lot of, like you're doing, taking notes when you're watching your highlights. I mean, when you're watching your film, not your highlights. When you're watching your film, take notes. Pull out your notepad. This is what happened. Clip one, clip two, clip three, clip it all up. And out of this first half, I got 30 clips. I came up with 30 clips out of this first half. Okay.
Mhm.
I trashed some of them because it was going to take too long, but I got 30. You should be able to get 32. You know what I mean? You should be able to look at this and say, okay, this is a clip I can talk about, whether it's boring or not. Some of them we went over them is kind of boring, but I made it
Yeah.
more interesting because I'm showing you what you're supposed to do. Make
Mhm.
sense? I
Yes.
got a couple follow-up questions too. What's your pregame routine like?
So my pregame routine is I kind of try to differ. I try to change mine a little bit because how the trajectory of my season was going. Whereas like some games, like I would just have a terrible game, and I'm like, wait, what did I do before the game? But pregame is basically I have a set playlist. Is
Mm-hmm.
playlist is like it's a mixture of let's be a little calm, like on the bus ride, it's more so like calm, and then when we get to the school, it's a little bit of like upbeat, so I could like try and like wake up, like maybe like a little bit of hip hop where it's like dissing people to where it's like getting that mode where it's like all right, like it's time to go. And then after that, I know I pray before I get off the bus, pray before I like leave the locker room, and before I
Mm-hmm.
step on the court. And I've been trying to like get off my phone. I always put my phone do not disturb, and then like
Mm-hmm.
I would try to like get off my phone an hour prior to the game. So it's just like even though my phone's only on for music, I'm not answering nobody. I'm not looking at text. I'm not on like social media. And when I remember like even last year and coming up to this year, when I like scouted teams, I would like look over like a little bit like, all right, like he's left-handed. Let me force him right. Let me make sure like try and bump him to look at like reminders. And then
Mm-hmm.
as of that, I know for me, I try and get my own stretching in before we do like team stretches, because I feel like our team stretches are like they're good, but that's just not how like I don't get warm off of our
Right.
team stretches. So I try and do my
Okay.
own thing earlier. Like I try and get dressed right after halftime of, because usually we play after like the team, like last night we played after the girls game, and there's
Right.
20 minutes left on the clock to warm up. So I've been like after halftime, I got dressed. That's when I started doing like my stretches, trying to get my jump rope in so I could get active, and that's basically like my pregame ritual.
Um.
Other
That's
than me eating, other than me trying to
right. Right. Right.
eat something good like hour before, but that yeah.
I would say it's. I mean, nothing wrong with your pregame routine. I would say flip it. Flip your music. Try to listen to the get you hyped, get you excited on the bus.
Hmm.
Listen to the calm before the game. Sometimes getting too excited cause you to make mistakes. Sometimes
Right.
it causes you to take things personal. Like which sometimes taking stuff personal is good. But I don't I already took it personal when I seen you on the match, when I seen you on the schedule. Like that's already personal. I don't need to take nothing else personal right before the game because now I'm distracted. So make it be a little bit more calm before the game so you can focus. Like focus. And then I would probably say stop listening to music maybe 10, 20 minutes before the game, just so you
Hmm.
can be in the environment, like be in the environment of basketball. You know what I mean? Kind of
Right.
focus, watch some of your highlights, not film. You should do the film at home. Watch some of your highlights to give you that confidence that you need, that you can make this shot. I can make that shot. I am who I am. Watch some of that so you can remind yourself if there's any type of doubt, I've gotten better at this. I've been here before. Another thing I probably would say is the meditation is probably going to be a good thing for you. Just really, really
Hmm.
meditating and like really just thinking about what you want to accomplish. Like I just want to accomplish this. I want to be focused, and I want to. It's okay to be nervous. You're nervous because you care. Like I'm nervous
Right.
because I care. That's the main thing. So that's fine with being nervous. Um, but I would just say kind of add a little tweaks to it and kind of stay consistent with it. But what you do before the game, do it before practice. Do it before practice. Find time to do it. Maybe you only got 20 minutes before practice to do it. Maybe you only got find a 20-minute routine before practice. That way you're used to functioning and preparing. I prepare for practice. I'm going to prepare for the game. I think that's a lot of times we miss. Sometimes kids prepare for the game and don't necessarily prepare for practice. So now they're not getting the most out of practice. And then in the
Hmm.
game come, you're not prepared at all. You know what I mean? So think about that too. Um,
Right.
my next question would be, what's your work ethic like outside of basketball, like off the court? Are you watching film a lot?
I need to watch film a lot more than I am, but I feel like yet like before games, I know me personally. If we had like since we have a game on Monday, I'm watching film I'm gonna try and watch like a little bit of film today, tomorrow, and then Monday, so I could like get like so I could get used to like the team like to like watch. And like for my school, we don't we don't necessarily watch a lot of film together, as in
Yeah.
it's more really like individual. Like we'll meet probably 15-20 minutes before practice, watch a couple like key things, like we'll watch them run their plays, we'll watch a couple things that they like principles that the team has. But for me personally, I don't watch film enough like I should.
Yeah, I would
And
probably
I've
say
been and I've been trying to get that up. Also
watch
here
it.
as well because
I'll probably say watch it every day. Like, what's your excuse not to watch it every day? Like,
right.
number one, I'm not averaging that many points. Like, I'm not doing things. You had a question too. You said sometimes you start, sometimes you don't. Well, answer your own question. You can put it on the coach all you want. Doesn't really matter. If you think it's his fault, the best thing for you to do is make it your fault. I'm not that good on defense. I'm not taking
Mhm.
advantage of my opportunities to create plays. Also, I don't watch film enough. Maybe I watch it 1 or 2 times, 3 times. Great. I want to watch it every day. Every day. You want to do this? Let's do it. You're also a senior. The time's gonna go by like that. Let's cherish
Right.
it. I want to watch it every day. Like, I don't care if it's 30 minutes a day or an hour a day. I want to watch it every day. You're going to get better. You're going to get smarter. It's number one. You're just going to get smarter. Like, I shouldn't be watching film more than you. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
watch it. Let's watch it. Observe it. Okay. Um, my next thing is, how often do you work on your game without a trainer or a coach?
Not as much as I should, but a pretty decent amount. Like outside me training, I would go to LA Fitness, get shots up, or even at school because we have the shooting guns. Like I would go to school before practice, after practice on the weekends, or like even during like my free periods and get shots up and try and like emulate like in game situations to where where I'm getting my shots at, so I could be comfortable in the game.
You said something that uh I'm gonna harp on. You said pretty decent enough. Do you want to be decent or you want to be good? You want to be better than decent?
Better than decent.
There's your answer. You're decent because you do things at a decent level. I'm pretty decent. I'm okay. I'm decent at watching film. I'm decent at working on my game outside of a coach. I'm decent at doing this. You're going to be decent. Bottom line.
Hmm.
See how that correlates?
Right.
Like, you're going to be decent. Okay. So let's let's prepare a little bit better. Okay. Let's watch film at a all-time level. Let's watch film at a great level, not a decent level. Great.
Right.
Okay. Then let's work on our game without a trainer or a coach at a great level. It's going to be sacrificing. Yes, you're going to miss out on some things. You're not going to be able to communicate with your friends all the time. That's totally fine. But it's going to help you. You're only going to do this for a long, you're not going to do this for a long time. You're only going to do it for a short amount of time. Not that many players play college basketball. So you need to be able to do a lot, for you to play a little bit longer, you got to go ahead and do extra things. Okay?
Hmm.
You got it. I'm just letting you know, you got this. You do what you want to do, but let, let's put emphasis on these last 5 games. I want you to dedicate your time to these last 5 games. Okay?
Sure.
Um, my last question is, your parents, how do they see what you're doing? Like, what do they think about it? Like your game, your work ethic, all of that. What do they think?
Um, as in like for my game, yes, they're in my ear saying like, "Hey, you need to take more shots. You're not doing enough. What aren't you doing? Hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that?" Like they're really good at they're great at giving me reminders and like basically trying to stay on top of me and tell me, "Yo, you you playing like poop right now. Like do better."
Right.
And I would say as for like my work ethic, yeah, they were screaming at me like, "Yo, like what did you do today? Did you work on your game outside of you training?" And if the answer is no, then like I advise you to go do it. Like I'm not gonna force you to do it, but I think you should really go do it. And that's my parents' approach to it.
Um, sound like you got parents that's committed to you. That's the
Mm,
that's the biggest thing. I think a lot of, and I've seen this in this generation a lot. A lot of y'all younger kids don't understand the importance of having parents committed to what you're wanting to do. If they're willing to pay for training, they're willing to pay for extra stuff, they're willing to give you these resources to do it, they want you to do it. It's not that they force it. You said you want to do it, they give you that opportunity to do it. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you keep, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? Because
Right.
you're gonna get 25 and you're gonna say, I woulda, coulda, shoulda did this. And it's gonna suck. You know what I mean? Your parents are
Right.
helping you do it. Listen to them. That's respect. Respect them at that. Like, don't. And I know a lot of times we do it because a lot of times I'm probably saying some of the things maybe your dad or your mom said. And they probably like, I told
Mm.
you the same thing. That happens. But don't let me tell you that. If your parents tell you that, they helping you. Okay? They
Mm.
helping you. Go with it. Respect them enough to say, man, my parents are spending their hard-earned money. They spending their time. They trying their best to get to where I'm trying to go, even though it's almost impossible. The numbers say it's almost impossible. I mean, it's possible, but the numbers are against you. But your parents are fighting the fight with you. Don't let them down. At least fight it with them. Don't have them fight it for you. Fight it with them. Okay?
Mm.
They're trying to help you, but they can't fight it for you. Fight it with them. All right?
Yes,
So
sir.
change your mentality. You got 5 games to do that, and you got AAU to do that. Let's change my mentality. All the kiddie stuff, it's cool, but it's a waste of time. Right? Enjoy your life, but enjoy your grind even more. The rest of the stuff is a waste of time. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, what you do with this information, I know I'll have you come back again, and we'll talk more offline, but what you do with this information, I want you to take this, and I want, when I follow up with you in a couple of
Mm.
weeks, I want to see improvement. And if you have questions, you have my number. Always feel free to reach out.
Right.
Okay.
I will. Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right. No problem. That's a wrap for our session today. You're gonna see it on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch it. You can share it with your friends. You can share
Good.
it with whoever. But
Mm.
appreciate you for joining in on the live stream. Anybody else that want to join in on the live stream, um, court vision analysis, we can discuss this. I'm here to help anybody that want to be helped, like DJ itself. Oh, I got a question too. You said you were a McDonald's All-American nominee,
Yes, sir.
right? All right. That's not know anything. That's a really good thing. Being a McDonald's All-American nominee, know anything. But you do realize you probably would be picked if you change the way you work at it.
Yeah.
Right? No more pretty decent way of doing things. I don't want to do it decent. I want to do it fantastic. I want to do it phenomenal. Okay? I want you to be him. Everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Also too, before you go, because you said, when we were talking offline, you said you don't know why you don't start sometimes. Do you know why you don't start now?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I could see like sometimes like say how bad of a performance that was for that game. Then it's like gives the coach like uncertainty, like, hey, like, do I start him next game? Like, do like can I trust him enough to where we don't go down 10-0
Yep.
immediately? Not just solely on me, but just like that thought process.
Yeah. That's 100% a fact. All right. So take responsibility of anything that's given to you. Just be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I take it. I'm not starting. It's my fault. It's not his fault. He's not tripping. Even if he is tripping, nobody cares. He's the coach. Nobody care. You can
Right.
make whatever you want to make up in your mind, and sometimes parents kind of fall into that, and they go tell people they doing this such and such wrong. I promise you, don't nobody care who getting done wrong. Don't nobody care. That coach is gonna keep coaching. You're gonna graduate, and let's say he do the next person wrong. Let's say he do the next person right. Nobody cares. So just take it for what it is. And I just wanted to show you that on film, I can legitimately say he's not wrong.
Mm.
Okay? I'm not saying
Right.
he's right, but I can legitimately say he ain't wrong. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Appreciate you for coming through. That was it. I'm gonna hit you a little bit offline too. So we can
Sounds
kind of
good.
talk about the next steps. All right. All right. I got y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching.
All right, thank you.